I was living within the means of $80,000 a year. The thing that I'm keep pounding is like, live within your means, you'll never be vulnerable. Right, a lot of us have come from like listening to like the places we come from and like just kind of living like, obviously some of us not, but like, I don't know, like, if you make $47,000 a year, you can live without debt. You just have to live a $47,000 a year lifestyle. The problem is when people make $47,000 a year with credit cards and the American way, they live $80,000 lifestyles. And so like, to me, why I was always dangerous when I was building Vayner was I was making no money, but I was paying rent for my apartment and I didn't spend money on almost anything else. Yeah. So that's what keeps you strong in those scenarios. Humans are animals. Automation is always a vulnerability. Keep that in mind. The other part is when you do it, you're getting especially when you're posting something and you're getting the feedback, you're getting insights. So I think there's nothing wrong with it, but like it won't come, like if you have a purpose against it, which is to create something that has a connection that might lead to awareness to what you're doing, the automation works against you. That's why I don't do it. You're not getting what you want from it. You think so because you're not, like, it's so funny, you'll appreciate this. If you spend 6 cents on something and you don't get the dollar back for it, you didn't accomplish the goal. You just wasted 6 cents. People think automation's winning for them, it's losing for them. It might cost me 39 cents in theory to do it non-automated, but I get the dollar. That's where, that framework is why a lot of automation's not working, because people can sense it. So that's the thing you gotta watch out for.
That balance. It's better for me to
post less
and have a frequency of a big
you got it. It's so funny to me that people, this is what pisses me off at times when people wanna make up shit about me. The thought that somebody would compromise their reputation for any short-term financial gain blows my mind. Where I get really crazy is when people like think I'm doing something wrong for like $4,000. He pumped and dumped that. I'm like, dude, like, I once turned down an opportunity in China for $30 million because I thought it would compromise me for a day. An infomercial, MLM kind of like bullshit thing. Yeah. 30 million for a day. Yeah, I'm gonna buy an NFT, tweet about it, and sell it, and make $17,000. Like, people are so silly. It drives me crazy.
What if you do that?
I know you pumped and dumped Zions. I'm like, no you don't, because it didn't happen. So that's what drives me. That's where people are very not thoughtful when they don't know.
How do you, because you're there, you're listening, but like, how does that not wear on you? Like,
because I'm detached. Yeah, I'm really detached.
Over time, did that happen?
It's why I think my strength is humility. I'm detached from the accolades. Okay. The accolades are harder to be detached from than the negative.
How do you manage being detached in a business and then being attached in your personal life?
I treat them very similarly. I'm very good at not having expectations, which doesn't mean that I don't hold people to standards, right? I just really understand the human. It's what I'm great at. So like when, in my personal life, in my professional life, like I have a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy. I understand why people do shit that doesn't make me happy. It's never confusing to me. I've never been confused by one's behavior. And the more I get to know someone, the more, even in a dinner like this, you give me a couple data points, I'm like, New Orleans, It's just very easy for me to put the patterns together. So in my personal life, I have so much information that I'm not disappointed. In my public life, these are people that have no idea who the fuck I am, casting judgment on me. How could I possibly value their opinion? I've never spent a minute with them in my life. So it's just very easy to like,
When I'm doing an objective analysis like that, I have a hard time engaging those folks. So I'm like third party. Are you able to like emotionally attach a human being in front of you when you're analyzing them?
One more time, I want to make sure I understood that question.
So, like, if you're empathizing with somebody, it usually takes stepping away from the situation, so detaching yourself, but then empathizing with them and being attached. Like, how do you? I usually detach myself. If I'm gonna be empathetic with somebody, I detach myself to like, this is a person. I look at this.
I see.
Outside of my shoes.
Oh, you'll appreciate
How
that.
do you
I got something very weird for you on that. I'm fully detached, yet can basically feel everything they're thinking. I always say to my friends, one of the things that we always laugh about is, I've always had this saying, I've been saying it since I was like 18, I'm like, I'm the least trickable person on earth. I've never been stunned by somebody. Elijah Moore confused me a little bit recently, but you know, like in real life, I just have too much sixth sense. This is why I believe in weird shit, because I don't understand why that is. That's the luck of the draw. I'll give you a good one that I think you guys would like. When people are trying to manipulate me for their own personal gain inside of my company because they just started and they have no idea that I'm completely untrickable, it's like my favorite meeting because I'm like laughing without showing it. I'm like my brain's like, do you really think, back to like you were in that circle, like all the comments in Discord of what I should do with V-Friends. Gary should, as if we don't think about that. As if I'm not running this business.
Yeah.
Like as if, you know, so, you know, that's how I do it. I'm detached. When you don't have expectations, but you have intuition to why, it's all about understanding like, humans only do like 7, 10, 15 things. We all do the same shit in just different versions, right? And so there's not that many different things that are going on. First of all, there's only 2 things going on. Confident, insecure. There's only 2 things that are actually going on. And then you just start breaking down, everything else is like makeup, they're nuances.
I think for me is I consider myself an empath, but I'm trying to figure out where that balance is to not be like, put all my emotion in like, feeling all the emotion, but not to the point that, you know, I lose myself or what you're really doing based on the way you painted it, excuse me, is, or what you don't want to do is be the enabler of the bad behavior. That.
Separating your name from the companies, because you somehow do it, even though you're the
Thank you so much.
You somehow separate it.
I do.
How?
By upfront candor. First interaction, Nestle. Before we go anywhere, you will never see me again. I'm the operating CEO of this company. I don't run your account.
Well, that's the answer I needed.
Yep. Upfront, because I'm not, you know, and you're gonna like this. This will, even the way you just responded makes me with the follow-up. I'd rather not have it because I'm gonna lose it anyway, because I'm gonna under-deliver on their expectation, and I'd rather not do it for the sale because it's gonna be a bigger headache. The revenue's not worth it. I'm gonna lose the revenue. I'm gonna net lose.
When did you make that decision though? When did you
Intuitively right away. Intuitively right away. I was also not the person I am today when we started VaynerMedia. I had a little something going on. Twitter, I was a G. I was doing some stuff in social, but like corporate America was like, who the fuck is this wine dude?